Especially earlier today, I was thinking, why is Kha'Zix so important for Cuz? Right, so many other junglers prioritize other picks, and I think I've come to the conclusion that Kha'Zix is one of those junglers that even if you fall behind, you always have the opportunity to kill. You always have kills accessible to you. A champion like Elise, like Lee Sin, you fall off to the point where you never have kills accessible, where you can't punish somebody, whereas a pick like Kha'Zix, not only do you have excellent synergy with Khan, that you can go for those crazy 2v2s that we have seen this duo pull off, but if things were to go sour for them, they always have the opportunity of catching somebody off guard and snowballing or clawing their way back into the game just from the sheer isolation damage that Cuz brings.
Quite literally, when you're thinking about the Kha'Zix. And just to finalize things, we did have Max picking up that Thresh. There weren't too many picks left over. You know, you think about Thresh, maybe Blitzcrank, but doesn't really fit in the composition. Also, I mean, it's Max, so he could have gone with all sorts of different picks, but I do like the Thresh coming in here.
However, the Kog'Maw does feel like simply like a sprinkle on the composition. It could have worked so much better with anything else, but it's just another threat that this lineup from Long is going to have to consider. Yeah, like they've got a sick comp on their hands. It's a full-on 5-on-5. You know that top side is going to be the focus of this team. They can farm safely and have control with Vara Zyra in the bottom side, whereas MVP's game plan is going to revolve a little bit more around the early game. We might see some action topside with Rek'Sai ganking the likes of ADD, but if they fall back into the late game, they always have the threat of damage from Kog'Maw. However, the lack of CC means that they are going to have to rely on mechanical skill to get to that stage.
Crumbs, I know you're disappointed. No Pugmaw in this game, unfortunately. Maha leash into the red, right into the blue. And ADD's going in. Uh-oh, there's the body slam. Will he even flash on this? I don't think he can. First blood.
Are you kidding me? Hulk to be more effective in the mid game. I haven't attempted. This is unlikely to solve him. He does have cast.
Does have his cash and his flash, but he does flash first, and he gets locked up here by ADD. Here comes the heroic entrance, but they take out the Gragas first, and now BDD in a little bit of trouble. Is going to try to go 1v2, but does get that double knock up here. Still chipping away at this Galio. He's trying to get those cooldowns up, but there's the Void Rush. Takes him down. Beyond will pick up another kill.
And MVP take full advantage of what...
That she does get away safely.
It's a quick getaway, but now we're seeing MVP get advantages early on. They're no strangers to early leads, as we saw in Rift
the hook, though, onto Zyra. That's going to be a ton of burst damage coming out. Does shove a little bit back here. Mox is getting incredibly low, but the teleport comes in here from Ian to stop Prey from
control and then force down objectives. But MVP, they can take down some turrets, and the forest allows you to move around. They're not going to be able to hit the damage spikes that they need.
Cuz face checking a brush, will try to leap over the wall. Heroic entrance comes in, the Void Rush, but Beyond does get knocked up. They're trying to get that talk down, and he does get it. And the claws from Cuz will take him out. They will trade 1-for-1 though, as Ian will flash in to secure a kill and use that lantern to get out.
That new tweak to the invisibility keeps Kha'Zix alive just long enough, and then on top of it you have the Galio, who just so clutchly was able to block out that final Prey Seeker that was going to come out of the Embero, as well as the taunt to lock Rek'Sai in, but the flash from Ian ends up securing the kill, and at least a trade of 1-for-1. We might see them go on Max.
Oh boy, in a lot of trouble here. There come the Thorns, and Max is knocked up. Gorilla will pick up the kill.
Ah, so cool when you kill him over the wall. Wasn't even there, and you die.
Even trying to contest it here. Coming on in is Beyond, looking for that smite steal. ADD and Khan going at it up on the top left, and that Rift Herald is extremely low. Not the Rift rival. That was a week ago. Getting extremely low though. Will he get the smite down? It actually does go over to Beyond. Will pay for it with his life, but ADD sneaking in the back, picks up the buff. And a worthy sacrifice is Beyond.
He pulls through. The mission is a success anyway. Some have it tank the tower. He's gonna tank. Come on, ADD. There we go. Okay, yeah, great move from MVP. Now they get a second tower.
Boy, look at Cuz. Heroic entrance does come in, and all of a sudden it looks like MVP's in trouble. Khan makes his way over the wall, and that's going to be a dead Beyond. Ian should be able to get away with his life. Bot already finishing the rapid fire cannon on top of the Trinity edge here, and oh boy, look at this. Max is going to be locked down. Didn't even see that one coming. He just got totally popped, even with this. looks like that was smited by Cuz, and so they immediately go for the Cloud Drake because Cuz doesn't have a smite yet. He's actually even going to be flayed in here. He's trying to get a smite up, but he doesn't have it. Hanging around for way too long, gives his life and the Cloud Drake to MVP.
What was that, Cuz? That was awful. That's 21 minutes. Now they can transition into a Baron. That's a Blade of the...
I think they're looking for it. Who will he get the knockup on? He's just going to Cataclysm onto Prey here. Heroic Entrance does come in, but everybody gets out of it. And the ADD in a bit of trouble will take that Lantern to get out of here. But there's the death sentence. Khan is going to be locked up. And enough damage comes out with the crit from Ian. And they do pick up that kill. It's just going to be one kill going over to MVP.
The initial Cataclysm damage was enough for Prey to just flash out of that situation. And he burned his Chains of Corruption on the initial Jarvan, and that was unable to combo into everybody else, and now ADD walk away with another kill onto Khan, who has been having one of the worst performances of this split for him so far. And now MVP considering vision around the Baron side. They haven't done their due diligence.
Looking for the knockup. They're slowly taking this down. Two Cloud Drakes not necessarily helping them out this time.
It's the BDD
coming on in. He does get the hook though onto Cuz. Oh, that is unbelievable by Max. He saves that smite. But oh man, look at Ian over the wall trying to do that damage. Beyond will burrow away and will survive. It looks like they will trade 2 of their lives, but they do get that Baron.
You have to be kidding me. Why is MVP?
This amount of poke out of Ian and Maha to try to push back Longju so that they can't really wave clear. See the Chain of Corruption comes out. Max just immediately QSS's it. And now with all of that poke, all of Longju is forced to go back. Look at Prey. Ian, he's trying to poke down everyone by himself. Flashes in and he gets the rocket. What a snipe underneath the turret. And that will mean that they are going to push this inhibitor turret at the same time.
That's huge. That killed. Prey still had flash. I don't know why he didn't flash that one. And now MVP gets an inhibitor.
Really, it's just Ian at this point with the help of Maha. Continuously, you can see how low Prey is getting once again. That's only a couple of rockets. Okay, the flash engaged. They're not going to waste any time. There's the taunt, and finally they take out Ian. Will it be ADD as well? Yes, it will be. The stun coming out from the body slam. Max forced to flash this wall. And again, 50 seconds to Baron. This is really important. The death sentence comes out. Can they trade a kill? They will get Gorilla. But it looks like Max will go down as well. And at least Beyond was able to survive.
That's an important kill to trade. And the Nexus turret, that's not such a huge deal. It's just a Nexus turret. You don't have any backdoor or split push kind of kill.
Yep, just like you're saying, perfect for the composition. But hold that thought, Prey is going to get Cataclysmed in. The Heroic Entrance, the death sentence though, onto Khan. Look at Cuz on the right side, looking for a pick. Max getting extremely low. ADD in the front, tanking up everything. Cuz looking for that pick onto him. In comes BDD. Can he get a taunt onto anyone? No, is the answer. Ian still post. He's down to 1/3 of his health now, just after 1 auto and 1 missile out of Ian.
They're creeping over, and that move from Cuz just cost them. Wait a minute.
Yeah, the engage onto Gorilla there. And EDD, after getting that inhibitor, they want to back off. The Heroic Entrance actually perfectly timed there onto Maha. Can they kill him? The taunt coming in. BDD will be able to pick him up. Ian, though, still safe on the right side. And lots of low members of Longju. ADD even bringing the attention of Longju away, trying to escape towards the bottom side. And the rest of MVP will disengage. DL Longju looking to disengage now. No flash here from Khan anymore. You can see how much they're getting poked down. They're going to engage onto this Baron. Who's going to get it? The death sentence comes out. Even though Longju gets it, can they get out alive? Heroic Entrance will knock up a bunch of members. Maha, though, on the right side is still available, doing tons and tons of damage because he takes them out. And that is a pretty huge pick there. But MVP still looking for the cleanup. The death sentence will be able to do it. Ian,
that's game,
is going to do it with the teleports coming in. Enough members are taken out. Longju with the desperate play. It was not enough to keep them in this game because he's trying his best. But I doubt very, very much that he can take out this very tanky ADD, especially with the rest of his members coming on in. A slow Nexus takedown, but it will be one after all, and MVP are going to take out Longju in game number 1.
I cannot believe that MVP have come back to beat Longju out of all teams, and with such commanding fashion. Sure, they had some of the woes that might have plagued them earlier this split, but they looked so different. Confident was their play, to say the least. They knew what they were doing at all times. Everybody committed to the play, whether it was right or wrong. The fact that they were all on the same page is what made it work. If you do it 50-50, but everybody's on the same page, there's a higher chance that the scale gets tilted or tipped on your side, and that's what